The 2010 FIFA World Cup will be organized in South Africa.
It was South Africa's moment. The country, indeed the continent, was at the center of the world. A nation in ecstasy. The most prestigious sports event on earth was coming to their land.
Well, I feel like a young man of 50.
Yes. Everyone said it was Mandela magic that bagged them the tournament.
The FIFA World Cup is in South Africa.
But the recent FIFA corruption scandal has uncovered claims that massive bribery was involved.
It is now time for them to clear this thing, come clean and clear the image.
Both on and off the pitch, Africa's first World Cup was considered a roaring success. But now the ultimate football insider has broken his silence, raising more questions over just how South Africa opened the way for all this to happen.
These were our leaders. We trusted them all. They must themselves tell us and the public exactly what actually happened.
Back in 2004, FIFA delegates prepared to vote for the host of the 2010 World Cup. South Africa rolled out its big guns. Mandela and Tutu jetted into Zurich. They'd come to schmooze. In an apparently tight contest, every vote was vital. 4 years earlier, South Africa had been the bookmakers' favourites to win the 2006 World Cup bid. After losing out unexpectedly, the pressure was on their leaders to deliver.
We will ask upstairs.
But now it seems it was less to do with divine intervention than financial. Last month's FBI indictments against FIFA officials named Jack Warner as the recipient of a $10 million bribe in exchange for his vote. Warner was then president of CONCACAF, FIFA's subsidiary for the Caribbean and North America. The FBI says they tried to disguise the bribe as a fund supporting the African diaspora in the Caribbean. Warner continues to deny any wrongdoing. The South African government does not deny that the payment was made, but it has insisted it was for the Diaspora Legacy Program.
The fact that a payment of 10 million rands, US dollars, was made to an approved program above board does not equate to bribery.
Flying in the face of the sports minister's claims, Chief Mwelo Nonkanyama, a stalwart of the ruling ANC and vice president of South Africa's Football Association at the time, claims that nothing was ever approved by him. But he believes he should have been consulted. I met him in Durban, where one of several multi-million-pound World Cup stadiums was built.
That matter should have been tabled before the National Executive Committee for approval. And
was it?
It was never. I was not aware of it, and it has never been tabled for us to approve.
There was no discussion about money being sent to the Caribbean?
No.
Never ever mentioned?
No, never
No
mentioned.
discussions?
No
and
discussions.
as vice president of SAFA, you surely would have known if there was any discussion?
Certainly.
And you should have been consulted if there was any plans to send money, is that correct?
Yes, and again, I was the head of the Legal Affairs Committee.
You were the head of the Legal Affairs Committee as well as vice president?
As well as the vice president. So clearly, if there was any contractual agreement around that issue, I should have been consulted.
There was no consultation, there was no mention at all?
No, not at all.
His claims are explosive, as they suggest a secretive, powerful clique may have been the only ones who knew about all this. But who were they? A series of leaked correspondence points to top names, both in South Africa and in FIFA. 3 years after the vote, a letter to the South African government from Sepp Blatter's number 2, Jerome Valk, confirms the agreed amount should be paid to FIFA. Valk then emails the South African Treasury asking when the money is coming, suggesting the payment had been discussed directly between FIFA President Sepp Blatter and the President of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki. In response, South Africa's World Cup chief Danny Jordan suggests FIFA deducts the money from the budget of the tournament's organising committee and deals directly with the so-called Diaspora Legacy Programme in the Caribbean. In a final leaked letter, the president of South Africa's Football Association, Molefi Oliphant, requests the money be controlled directly by the president of CONCACAF, Jack Warner. FIFA's Jerome Valk has denied accusations he handled a bribe. The South African officials implicated here have declined to comment.
Of course, they showed us a letter of the then President Molefi Oliphant and also the letter from Danny Jordan. Clearly, they owe us an explanation in South Africa. Obviously, there is a prima facie case here, you see, and then people must explain why was this money given, and not even to the association's account, if I heard correctly, into the pocket of one of the leaders of the association. To me, it is really, really strange.
Chief Nokanyama is now calling for a commission of inquiry to investigate South Africa's World Cup bid. And he says if any of the South African officials implicated in this are found guilty of wrongdoing, they should resign. But their ongoing silence is only stirring speculation. And a World Cup whose legacy was once a source of great national pride has forever been tainted.